Welcome to Kigogona program. I am Monafi Jao Gekoyo from NGS. Today, we are looking at a very sad thing. And this was not known by Kenyans because things are controlled. Even the newspaper, there are things you cannot publish. They will not, even if you are giving them money, they will not do it because people are controlled, captured. Because don't think that everyone is, our government is infiltrated, the Kenyan government. Because when you are not loyal enough, but you are pretending. Even in Kenya, you saw the Supreme Court what allowed in 2023 the registration of a commission which is now defying the natural laws. Because I've told you prior that homosexuality, is abominable. It is what led, Europeans. Let me tell you, they were the ones in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's where they originated for it. The reason why I'm telling you this, they have done things, and that's why black people have mistreated. So people are, what they are trying to maintain is fake. Because, black people had a civilization here, which started here in Kenya, because, from the Nile, from Mount Kenya up to the head of the river Nile, let me tell you. Because it was a Nile system. And the pharaohs used to come to Mount Kenya, undergo rituals. Mount Kirinyaga, because Kenya, it's from Kirinyaga. And you see, this country is founded by that mountain. Our flag is not ordinary flag. It's not like other flags. It's a flag of Kigogona. There are rituals performed to that flag. But you can't see in Kenya, even the parliament, stepping at the flag. They should replace the carpet, because you should not, step at the flag. You should not do that. It's abominable. Guy knew what you can do before doing it. So that's why there are the laws and commandments. But Kenya right now, people are not aligned to a real divinity. That's why you saw my effort. From here, I told you I went to court for churches to be prohibited, to be criminalized. And I need to tell you that, my interest is pure. I'm doing this to help Kenyans know the real God. Because, in the world, you have people who have been evil, even Europeans. They are the ones who came with churches, and they were coming with churches to enable colonialism. Because even anthropologists, the ones who know how people live, even the culture, were sent prior. They even used to go to Megumo trees, so what Araika were doing, and even to other communities. And they were also even using viruses. Europeans are evil people. Even the Maasai were killed a lot with viruses. And also it spread to Agikuyu, even to the other Kenyan communities. Because even for British government, I wanted to be exterminated. That was the program. That's why if you saw even the World War Africans were used, let me tell you. But then it came to a place when they were fighting there, the black people were not killed because they used to know they were being used. So even Europeans started, painting themselves to appear like black people. So it happened like that because even it was not a world war. Because even prior people are fighting. And even countries are at a group. Names have been changing. But then, God does not change. What was enabling things, millions and billions years ago, is what was enabling things in the future. And what was enabling even when there was no time. Because time is there. Because there was action of Gaia, of creating the universe. Let me tell you. But then, some people presume that things are just happening like that. But no, let me tell you. It's just that you don't know. But then it is not just like that. You are evil. So you cannot even appreciate. Because even if you don't know depth, you don't have the authority to sin or to be evil. You have not created anything. So for me, I will tell you, even when you see me mentioning Raila Odinga, he has been faking and even not helping the Luo realize their culture well or know their history well. Because even the Luos made a Stonehenge, let me tell you, in England. But they should seek compensation. It's for it. I go even in Palestine. There was ones who even were helping Israelites, even with those fight in Jericho, the wall, the Ark of the Covenant. That's why the Ark of the Covenant is Mount Kenya. And even the Israel government have been looking for it. And I know our own government, they are not doing such things in depth because there are reasons. People are animals, part of the animals. When I'm talking about Guy, it is involved with everything. It doesn't mean that you can, infiltrate and all. Let me tell you, even those things records stolen by Europeans. And some are hidden, even our artifacts of Agikuyu by Germany, England. Those countries, I know, in museum, the G7, they were the one who stole and documented. Let me tell you. So for me, I will start by reading. Because actually, I'm telling you, we are protected by the mountain, even if you're not embracing it. And people have been evil. Even prior, there were other coups. Like, you can see even in the Kenyan government, people like Kibaki used to say them why Kibaki, they were not being paid when they were working. Because at that time, it was not looking at the money. Because, it should not be like that. But people who are there, they are there for self-interest. They think they might it as the money, but no. So that's why people are being bribed and they take money because they don't know money well. They don't need a program. Because let me tell you, it's not only about the Kenyan government. Even the Libyan government, there are such things. Because the US, has done a lot of those coups. The CIAs are criminals. They are, every day it's for real. And for you cannot talk like me. Because for me, I'm telling you, I'm not ordinary. Perhaps for you presume everyone is looking for money, or perhaps people are the same. No, but it's not like that. It's just that for you don't know a lot of things and you are not getting the opportunity. Because for you are so much in politics and such. But let me tell you, if you want to know the right guy, the real one, Guy is about Mount Kenya, the creator of everything. For me, I got captured after graduating. I got captured. I can see with my own eyes, even hear the voice of Guy. Let me tell you. And I'm telling you, I will help you know Guy. Well, then there are other qualifications I've told you, because they are involving your body, how your body is like, and the things you have done. Homosexuality is abominable. God knew you can do what you did. You used all resources of God, even the body, time, what you used everything, all. But for you, you usually see like there is a partnership, or you think you have a strength of your own. No. Regardless of what you will do things because of being created, not because of yourself. So appreciate the fact, the bigger one. You will benefit. I will read for you to understand about this coup. It was for 2014. Even the US military, they were ready to bomb. Raila went there pretending he is going to Boston University. And even you were touring there, the New York, Washington. But then it was not everything which was being taken by the camera. Okay. But for you don't know that. People are given the ability to do things. So for you are not even involved anywhere. You're not even Raila. You even have people who are stupid. Because, you should also, let me tell you, when people are doing things, they are not faking anything. People are just created. The way people presume where these or things are, they are not like that for real. That is humanly. But because you have a taste and perhaps you cannot be able to stop sinning. We have even people who are looters, who have changed from being human being, and they'll be terminated. Because I tell you, you are doing things because of being created. But for you do evil. Because perhaps you don't even know the consequence, or you don't care. But even if you don't, let me tell you, it won't matter. What will matter is the fact of God, of Guy. And that matter even to the little ones, because we need to teach our kids the right concept, even transform our nation, because we are not poor for real. All countries are at a globe. Numbers are money is using numbers. You should see a billion as a big thing if money head are accountable, but we cannot count completely. Let me tell you, they head to infinity. So let me tell you, those European things, they are making us not transform our nation. That's why I gave you my proposal. We need to set away Europeans, even they bring program and pretending we are poor, and no, those currency exchange are trickery for real. Numbers are the same everywhere. They are not even out of human effort. They are even energy numbers. There are things you cannot touch for real. When you die, that's how your life is about mentalism. The July 7, 2014 failed coup in Kenya. Corrupt Kenyans have attempted to overthrow the government of Kenya. Raila Odinga attempted to overthrow the government of Kenya on July 7, 2014. Raila and his team trained in the US for 3 months. The plan was to assemble 1 million people in Uhuru Park and arm them to attack the State House. The US Marines were hiding in the US Nairobi embassy to reinforce the State House attackers. The US military ships were assembled to bomb Nairobi. The attackers retreated after Kũraga Inya Ritual, Gourds Ritual. Gourds Ritual on July 4, 2014 in Uhuru Park protected Kenyans. This ritual activates Ngũngi, Araika Mũgwanja, the 7 natural angels of Mwenenyaga, Ngai. The sound produced by the breaking gourds travel to the spirit realm. The sound is amplified further to Araika Mũgwanja realm. The sound is amplified more until it reaches to the Umperian Seat of Majesty, the Abode of Ngai. The sound is transformed to a massive energy and reflected back to earth. The perpetrators get suppressed by that energy. Kenya is protected by psychic energies of Mount Kenya. Ngai abode in Mount Kenya in a spiritual dimension, Umperian Seat of Majesty. Ngai is the sole creator of all. The black color at the Kenyan flag is for Ngai, red for protection, and green for Mau Mau in the spirit realm. Death transforms people to spirits. A spirit occupies the whole universe as energy. Gravity, space and time end after death. Life after death is everlasting. Thy, Ngai, Thy.